What's new with NVIDIA in 2026? Hello. If you think everything is already clear with graphics cards, and there's nothing surprising, I have news for you. NVIDIA is trying to turn the tables again in 2026, but the question is whether it will benefit you or just their reports. It's a strange time right now. Hardware is getting more expensive, requirements are rising, and the wow feeling is fading. Against this backdrop, NVIDIA is preparing several moves at once that could either reassert their dominance or completely detach them from the reality of everyday users. To put it simply, NVIDIA is currently moving in three directions at once. The first is new graphics cards based on the Blackwell architecture. The second is even more aggressive development of AI. And the third is a gradual shift away from the idea of hardware for the sake of hardware towards platform, service, and subscription. With Blackwell, everything seems to be expected. But there is a nuance. NVIDIA isn't focusing so much on raw power as on efficiency and neural network support. This means there will be a boost in FPS in games, but not as dramatic as before. However, everything related to DLSS, frame generation, and AI acceleration, that's where they really step up their game. Simply put, they're selling you not just a graphics card, but a smart system that will automatically render frames, smooth them out, accelerate them, and make the hardware appear more powerful than it actually is. And that's where things get interesting. On the one hand, it really works. DLSS is already saving a ton of games. Frame generation allows even the most demanding projects to run smoothly. This is also a plus for developers. They can rely less on optimization and rely more on NVIDIA technology. But on the other hand, it raises the question, are we even buying performance or the illusion of performance? Because if a game runs mediocre without DLSS, but suddenly becomes smooth with DLSS, that's not really a fair picture. It's like watching a movie with a filter that only renders half the scene. Next comes AI. And here, NVIDIA is in a completely different league. They're no longer just making graphics cards. They're building the infrastructure for the entire future AI market. Servers, accelerators, Cuda, software, everything is tied to them. And in 2026, this will only intensify. They'll push their solutions for video generation, 3D, code generation, everything, even harder. And if you're a developer, you'll feel it. Many tools will either work better on NVIDIA or only on NVIDIA. This gives them a huge advantage, but at the same time, it makes the market less free. Now about money. And that's where, frankly, the good news ends. NVIDIA has long since realized that it can set almost any price, and 2026 is unlikely to be the year of cheap graphics cards. Quite the opposite. The high-end segment will be even more expensive, while the mid-range will balance between okay and overpaying for the brand. And yes, there is competition. AMD is gradually catching up, especially in price and honest performance. Intel hasn't given up either, and is slowly learning how to make graphics cards. But in terms of the combination of technologies and the ecosystem, NVIDIA is still ahead, and here's the main conflict. NVIDIA is making the future faster than users are willing to pay for it. If you're a gamer, you'll have to choose. Either pay for the top and get the most, or get something simpler and hope for upscaling. If you're a developer, you'll almost certainly stay in the NVIDIA ecosystem because it's more convenient and faster. But if you're just a user who wants a decent graphics card for a reasonable price, 2026 could be the most controversial year for you. In practice, this means one simple thing. You shouldn't buy the newest, but the most reasonable. Sometimes a previous generation card will give you almost the same experience, but for much less money. And sometimes it makes sense to wait until the market cools down and prices recover. And another important point, don't be fooled by numbers and marketing alone. Look at real-world tests. See how the card performs in your tasks. Because NVIDIA is getting better at selling ideas, but that doesn't always translate into real benefits for you. The bottom line is this: NVIDIA in 2026 is about power, technology, and control. They're driving the industry forward, but they're doing it on their terms. And the question is no longer whether their products are great. The question is whether you're ready to play by their rules. And there's even a small philosophical point here. Technology should serve people, not the other way around. It's important not to get lost in the race for FPS, teraflops, and the latest architecture, but to choose what truly makes your life better. Because sometimes the best upgrade isn't a new graphics card, but a clear understanding of why you need one in the first place. Thank you for reading. If you enjoy this type of analysis, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell. Let us know in the comments which graphics card you're currently using and which one you'd like to upgrade to in the future. See you soon.